I don't doubt that there's the possibility of Marina actually engaging in some kind of bad behavior, but what I want to see is like, what has she actually done? So, for those who don't know, there is a VTuber group that is promoting themselves as a gay group, like the gayest VTuber group you've ever seen. And last week there was a call-out thread made about them. And when I did look into it previously, I came to the conclusion that, well, they're not really sharing stuff to actually get me to believe their claims, because here's the thing, this gay VTuber group, VT Rainbow, is run, or I guess headed by, or one of the prominent members anyways, is Marina VT, who I have previously covered on the channel, where she's had accusations of leading harassment campaigns, but then the evidence that was displayed backing up their point didn't really back up their point. But I decided, let's talk into it this week, I guess. Because one thing that I just recently found out is that they privated their group. I guess they are getting a fair amount of harassment, which is common for gay people on the internet. But let's go into some of the callouts. This was a quote tweet of, or not a quote tweet. This was tweeted out just a couple days ago, and then it continued on with the original thread that originally caught my eye, which is what we'll actually be starting with. Oh yeah, right. They were vague tweeting. Oh my god. They were vague tweeting about... It all started with this. When the group led by someone who stalked me, sent spies, and sexually and emotionally abused my friends are revealed to be a bunch of fucking grifters. I feel bad for the victims, but I feel that spiteful pleasure knowing more people are seeing awful people for who they are. To be clear, this is about VT Rainbow. I ain't fucking staying quiet about the shit after what their members put myself and friends through. Learning that they were this fucking awful to their own members was the last fire I needed under my ass to just fucking name them. And here's where they finally name them. My experiences with VT Rainbow, and more specifically, Marina. So my bad experiences with VT, actually, this isn't one. This was all caused by, right here. This statement was put out by VT Rainbow, and some ex-members had quote tweeted it. I can't pull up the original tweet because I'm not currently following VT Rainbow, and I wasn't following before privating. But this is the message, or the tweet that started it all off. VT Rainbow has been a passion project for us over the past year and a half. We have taken the time to experiment with direction and priorities for the group, and we always had the intention of allowing us to be a fluid and evolving team. Since May of 2022, we've had the pleasure of working with many talented creators. We've seen the introduction of new members, as well as the departure of some of our talent. Each creator who has been a part of our journey has left an indelible mark, and we celebrate their ongoing ventures with extensions of our collective mission. VT Rainbow continues to be committed to our core mission, empowering the queer community, and engaging with our audience through a wide variety of content spread across multiple platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. The future is full of promise as we have many plans. We both online and in-person events in the future. We are excited to reveal what's next and fully committed to amplifying conversations that matter to the queer community and passions of our members. Thank you for continuing to support us and join us on our journey. Which is expectedly very much PR talk, which they're tied with some bigger creators, so it makes sense that they're sticking to PR talk. But what this set off was an ex-member like this talking about their experience. I promise back to shitposting after this brief interruption. I've been trying to word this in a way that conveys my thoughts sincerely and evenly toned. Rather than be vague, this will probably be the last time I refer to this. My ventures, my achievements, and success is not part of that group. I left the group because my content was determined to be against their brand. We will talk about the kind of content they produce. Content that I get sponsorships for, that I rely on. I was asked if I would drop that content or leave the group. I left on the spot. I didn't feel empowered. I felt shamed. I'm grateful to have met new friends like the other members. I was so happy to meet queer members at Offkai through the group's booth, and I worked my ass off for the convention to the point of getting sick and fainting because I believed in it. There are so many that this was a light for, but I want no part in their future. I don't intend to spread poison in their waters. Most of us ex-members have kept quiet because we don't want to stir trouble. But I really don't like being a stepping stone to be tossed aside after my usefulness is over. I hope the group realizes their vision of raising queer folks up in the streaming industry. Truly. Peace and hope. So, before I actually just jump onto their profile, because I know it's on their profile, they have... Where's that one specific one? I believe there was some... God damn it, where was it? Is she getting punched in the stomach or fuck? I don't know. Come on, I saw a sponsor stream before where it was like a sponsor for a hentai game called Sister Ritual. I don't even know if I can show the picture on stream. It's not explicit, but it's bordering the line. I can't remember. I don't think that was the only one I took issue with either. Where was it? Not even going to touch that incest game. There it is. Yeah, I don't really want to show that on stream, but she does have a sponsored tweet, October 27th. You can search her profile for Sister Ritual, or hashtag sponsored, and you can see stuff like that pop up where it's kind of sussy and I mean it's a group that doesn't really want to be associated with incest content or God, I can't remember. Where's the other one? I think it's also about lolly content. That's what I'm hearing anyways. Yeah, it's a group that doesn't want to be associated with, well, people who take sponsorships or over like incest. Apparently lolly. I don't actually know. Their model isn't one that is a lolly. Anyways, where was I? But that was the brand optics. Though another point, though there is valid criticism from Kumo, the being referenced as like a kind of, or being treated as a kind of stepping stone where they did participate to the group and then it's just kind of bye Felicia when they depart. I don't think they've done a lot of like I don't know if VT Rainbow has put out much talk about it. I can't even check because they're privated. This is from another ex-member. Nothing I did was celebrated. Excuse me. We were treated like numbers. It really was all about business. Bundling our individual success as part of VTR is disrespectful. If I left a mark, you would have at least taken some accountability. Maybe added some alt text like I taught y'all. And to be clear, in where was it? Oh no, I closed the Kumo one. That's fine. But yeah, they didn't have the alt text in that announcement, which was apparently something that Lennox here had brought up. One more thing, don't claim to have learned a single thing from me or to have unlearned any ableism when your statement doesn't even have heckin' alt text. Don't listen to anything I said. Didn't listen to anything I said. It really shows. VT did nothing for me. My achievements are 110% my own. So, like, the vibe I'm getting is kind of, there was mismanagement. And with Marina VT having a history of clashing with lolicons and rightoids in general, there's a kind of campaign against her that's like, she supports harassment. Well, can you show us the harassment? No. Okay then. That's not actually the thread I was going to go over. Oh yes, actually it is. Here we're going to actually get to Devil, the one, yeah, Cyber Devil, the one that really stirred the pot for it. And the reason this one kind of sticks out to me because it feels the most petty to me. So my bad experiences with VT Rainbow are mostly with Marina. We initially got in a fight over her support and friendship with Nux, a known bigot. I don't know about the bigotry stuff from Nux. He's edgy, but I don't think he actually has beliefs like that. I mean, you're more than welcome to prove me wrong there. I'm okay with being proven wrong. After they blocked, I kind of just left it till my next known interaction was when I later learned about VT Rainbow's founding. At the time, that a group that appears overwhelmingly white can't call themselves a truly diverse group. Because, like, the experience of a POC queer member is always going to be different from a white member, and both perspectives are needed. Fun fact, Marina is Latin. Marina is a POC VTuber. So, I think that does get brought up in a different thread, and Devil does acknowledge that. But continuing on, I was vague tweeting about this at the time because I wanted the lesson to be out there. I then learned that she had subtweeted about me, about the fact that she wasn't white and was in fact a POC. Oh, okay, here we are. And to which I'm sorry. Like a genuine fuck up of mine, I have no intention of defending that. Yeah, okay, so she realized that she made that mistake. This is when I learned they were sending their friends, or quote, spies, as they called them, into my DMs as fake, concerned, and worried people who just wanted to stay safe, etc., etc. This was also when I learned Marina and her friend have an entire Discord channels dedicated to bullying and making fun of people. Citations needed, please. Particularly neurodivergent people, citation really needed. Whether it was intentional or just coincidental, I can't say for sure. Here is the substantive evidence. A former member of their friend group, who won't be named, sent me this before they cut ties with, taken from her VTX Discord. You need a spy? Boom, I need a spy. I am the spy. Does anyone read that as serious? Let's just say, let's say it happened. Can you share the DMs? Because, like, if you're getting this, show your receipts. You've got one receipt, which could be real. It could also be easily taken out of context as a joke. Fun fact, I'm friends with a moderator of Marina's. That's what happened. Anyways, I was one of those targets, and despite being blocked, she would frequently be talking about either stuff I said or just mocking me with her friends, which she started, which like stalking and high school bully shit. Citation needed. You've got one screen here. Show your receipts. I've talked to her other victims in the past and similar stories that are their own to tell. Her common tactic is frankly intimidation. Her past victims are pressured by her size as a creator into silence, knowing how happily she'd use what she could to ruin someone's time as a creator. There are other frankly more abusive and horrible stories that I have heard since then from other victims, but those are not my stories to tell, so link them. If they decide to speak up, I will be sure to amplify their voices. But for now, that's all I have to say on this. Thank you for reading. To any other victims out there, I will happily listen to you. My DMs are open and I'll happily connect with you to other victims. Now, my issue with this is, well, aside from the lack of evidence, because that's like a common thing that Marina says, show your receipts so it can actually be addressed instead of vaguely gesturing at, you know, some potentially serious allegations like sexual harassment. That's a pretty fucking bad thing. If you can actually show me screenshots of that happening, then we can actually talk about this shit. But this is a common tactic or common event in the VTuber scene where people will make vague tweets about people they don't like and then hope that actual victims will come out and then share their stories so they can get some kind of cancellation out of them. This did catch my eye, that cheating on their partners. I have no idea about all these claims about Marina. Like, I do think there was some mismanagement with VT Rainbow. That's what it sounds like according to the other. We're going to get into that one. That's what it sounds to me like. The what's been going on. Somebody is upset at another creator for interpersonal beef, and they're trying to manufacture outrage. That's the vibe I am getting. Anyways, Lolatov Cocktail, moderator for Marina VT. Another day, another person making shit up about Marina. I'm in the Discord. The screenshots is taken from. It's literally just checking in on this person tweeting. When you DM them, they admit they have no evidence, but then that's nothing new. As well as this screenshot here. Let's be honest, this person here is known for stirring things up. When I tried reaching out to them for evidence, they responded with this. Funny getting cut off. I really hope they never have to experience the awful feeling of having to first deal with disgusting behavior from someone, only to be mocked and called shit for daring to speak out. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. As I said to these people, you don't have to believe me, but don't attack victims like a cunt, okay? Right now, we just have your word that Marina does this harassment, sexual and non, but you don't present the screenshots of it aside from this one, which literally from today, so you can't actually tell when the screenshot was taken. And very curious that this response was actually left out of Devil's response here, because like it doesn't get addressed. And here it is. Let's be honest, this person is known for stirring shit up. Here we go. Hello there, I saw your recent tweets. Or are they X's now? They're tweets. And I would like to see any and all proof you have about your accusations, because you're accusing her of some very unsettling things. For the proof of my personal experience, I provided the screenshot I was given by former member of their server. This is something that requires mostly faith and corroboration with the stories of others that I'll be retweeting when they are out. If you don't want to believe me, that's completely fine. I just ask that you also listen to the other stories that come out as well. So basically you're saying you have no proof and I just gotta trust you and a bunch of ex-Vtuber Rainbow members who might be biased due to them potentially being removed from the group. If that's how you want to see it, I'm not here to persuade you. I told my experience as many others have and will tell theirs. We don't document every awful thing that happens to us. It's up to you to do with the information as you will. But don't have the audacity to speak like this to victims that are hurting. You don't have to believe us, but if all you want to do is be rude to victims, potential or otherwise, please just refrain. And like, I don't doubt that there's the possibility of Marina actually engaging in some kind of bad behavior, but what I want to see is like, what has she actually done? Because like, we're kind of living in a world where screenshotting conversations is regular. It's something that happens all the time. And if it's personal beef, then don't do that. If it's something like this person is literally actively trying to incite harassment over people, you should screenshot that. I just don't think there's a lot of weight behind the marina cancellation shit. Because let's be real, if people could prove that that marina actually did some pretty bad shit, I would believe it. I would take it way more seriously if they actually had screenshots of marina doing stuff and not just potentially joking, I need a spy, from the day the tweet came out. Ollie showed me a site called Photo Forensics, which can detect screen caps are faked or not. Oh, interesting. Here's the thing. You can also just make an alt account. Oh wait, it's less easy to do with Discord now that you don't have the numbers anymore. At least some people do have the numbers. Like, most of the shit that people bring up is, well, they're mad. Posts can be deleted. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, regarding VT Rainbow, I'm kind of at a loss of where else do we go from here? Because, like, it does seem to me that there was that less than favorable public statement they had made before going private. And, like, you do gotta attribute each individual's work to the individual as well. It's not just entirely a group effort. People want to be recognized for the effort put in. That's reasonable. So in regards to how they do their management, I don't really know. In regards to the marina harassment allegations or accusations, again, it's I need to see a little more concrete proof. That's just me. Because, like, again, this happens all the time with Marina. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content, and if you want to join the community, feel free to check out the Discord. I love to voice chat in there, so if you want to ever talk, I'm usually available. Well, in the afternoons.